When I went to prison, I left my younger kids who were 7, 12, and 14. And those are difficult ages. I think my daughter Sadie, who was 12, probably had it the worst. Because a daughter, she went through 5 years without her mother. And a teenage girl, I was on the 10 o'clock news for real estate fraud. And it was just devastating the consequences of my choices and how it affected my family. When I was in prison, there was a period of time where she told me, I just don't want to talk to you anymore, Mom. Like, it was in visiting, and she was very depressed. And I remember going back to my cell, and I was on my knees all night, begging God to take care of my daughter. And I would imagine her at some future day that she would be happy again. And I remembered her as a little girl. And I'll share some pictures at the end of her as a little girl and now. But it was a painful process. And when I came home from prison, I was trying to rebuild things. It wasn't easy. It's not like I got home and all of a sudden everything was fixed. She still had all these really frustrating feelings. She told me, you're not my mom. You didn't raise me. You don't get to tell me what to do. And I just kept showing up. And I would say, I love you, Sadie. I love you, Sadie. I would just really try to send nothing but good energy. And I remember telling her, I'm so sorry about the choices I made before I went to prison. And she said, Mom, I liked you better then. Why do you keep saying you're such a bad person? That was my childhood. That's the mother I remember. And I remember looking at her and saying, Sadie, someday you'll respect how much effort and work I put into rebuilding my character and becoming the woman I am today. You'll understand how hard that was for me. But I also realized that I needed to honor her childhood. I needed to honor that she remembered so many things about me that she loved. What I didn't like is that I was so money focused. I'd go buy my kids things, but I wasn't spending time with them. And since I've come home, I haven't done that. I've really worked at spending time with my kids and showing up for them. Recently, our family went to Hawaii, and there was this moment where Sadie was out dancing on the beach with my grandkids, and that's what I used to envision in prison. It was so beautiful. I'm going to share a picture. I'm grateful for the restoration that came and has come into our lives, but it didn't come without walking through a lot of pain.